Have you ever done everything society told you? Go to school, get a degree, land a stable job, and yet still feel broke every month? You did everything right, but somehow the math never adds up. You were promised security, but all you got was bills, debt, and stress. For millions of Americans, that's not failure. It's the system working exactly as designed. You work harder every year, but your paycheck vanishes faster. Prices rise, rent eats your savings, and your so-called good job barely keeps you afloat. You followed the rules, but it feels like the game was built for someone else to win. The truth is, the middle class was never meant to get rich, only to keep the system running. This idea comes from the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, an investor, entrepreneur, and teacher who escaped the rat race. He says the middle class is the most trapped group in America today. They're stuck trading time for money, never realizing freedom lies in learning how money really works. And if you don't change how you think, you'll spend your whole life running out of time, not money. Most people aren't poor because they're lazy. They're poor because they've been trained to think like employees. Camera zooms in on Ethan, standing in a cozy, book-filled studio with warm lighting and a money library. Hey everyone, I'm Ethan. Welcome to Ethan's Money Library, where we're building wealth, one book at a time. This video is for educational purposes only. I'm not a financial advisor, just a fellow student of financial freedom. If you want to escape the paycheck-to-paycheck cycle and make your money actually work for you, hit that subscribe button. You'll thank yourself later. Today, we'll unpack Rich Dad, Poor Dad, the mindset shift that separates the rich from the middle class, and the practical steps you can take right now to move toward real financial independence. Grab your coffee, open your notes, because this one might just change how you think about work, money, and your future. Most people work hard every day just to keep up with bills, rent, and credit card payments. It feels like running on a treadmill. No matter how fast you move, you're still in the same place. In America today, 61% of workers live paycheck to paycheck, even those making six figures. Now imagine waking up without needing to rush to work just to cover expenses. Your assets, not your alarm clock, start your day. While you sleep, your money quietly works for you, growing and multiplying. The real trap isn't low income, it's lifestyle inflation. As people earn more, they spend more. Bigger house, nicer car, flashier things. Before they know it, they're trapped again, just at a higher level. The only escape? Build assets, things that put money in your pocket even when you're not working. Ever wonder why most of us spend years in school, yet nobody teaches us how money really works? Schools were built to create good employees, not wealthy thinkers. We learn how to follow instructions, not how to build financial freedom. The average American graduates with over $37,000 in student debt, but zero knowledge about managing or multiplying that money. We're tested on algebra and Shakespeare, but not on taxes, cash flow, or investing. Imagine if we learned that in high school, how different life would look. While the rich hire mentors and coaches, the middle class takes on loans. The difference isn't intelligence, it's education. You can start your own financial education today. Read, watch, and learn. Because your mind, not your money, is your greatest asset. Most people spend their entire lives working for money, trading hours for dollars, hoping one day it'll be enough. But the rich think differently. They see money as a servant, not a master, a tool that builds freedom, not chains. Think about it. A $100,000 salary might sound great, but after taxes, you're left with less freedom and more bills. Meanwhile, the rich use that same money to buy assets like rental properties or businesses that keep earning even while they sleep or travel. Most people chase higher paychecks, but that only traps them deeper. More taxes, more spending, more stress. The secret isn't to earn more, it's to think differently. When you shift from an employee mindset to an investor mindset, you stop chasing money and start attracting it. Most people think buying a new car or a big house means they're getting richer. But the truth? Those things usually drain your wallet instead of filling it. Rich Dad says, an asset puts money in your pocket, a liability takes it out. Let's take an example. You buy a $50,000 car. It loses 20% of its value in the first year. That's like watching $10,000 disappear just for driving it off the lot. Meanwhile, a $50,000 rental property could pay you $500 every single month and still grow in value. The middle class often collects liabilities they think are assets: cars, houses, gadgets, things that look rich but make them work harder to keep up. The rich think differently. They ask one simple question before buying anything: does this make me money or cost me money? That one question changes everything. Most people think income equals success. They work harder, chase raises, and celebrate every promotion. But their stress keeps rising too. True security isn't about how much you earn. It's about how much keeps flowing in, even when you stop working. Imagine earning $5,000 a month, not from your job, but from your assets. That's $60,000 a year, enough to cover your life without clocking in. That's not luxury, that's freedom, because your money is finally working for you. Most people chase promotions, new cars, or bigger houses, but stay stuck in the same cycle. The rich think differently. They invest in things that pay them monthly: rentals, dividends, royalties, even online income. That's how they escape the rat race and buy time, not toys. Most people see debt and taxes as traps, but the rich see them as tools. They don't run from the system. They learn how it works. That's how they turn what most people fear into freedom. The rich don't just earn money, they design how money flows. Their income comes from investments and businesses, not a paycheck. That's why their tax bills are often smaller, even when they make more. The middle class plays defense. They fear debt, overpay taxes, and stay stuck. The rich play offense. They learn leverage, create corporations, and make the rules work for them. Once you understand how money flows, you can finally play smarter, not harder. Most people think money will change their life, but it never lasts if the mindset stays the same. That's why 70% of lottery winners lose it all within 5 years. You can't fix a poor mindset with rich numbers. True wealth begins in how you think, not how much you make. The middle class often fears taking risks. They want safety, not growth. But the rich see failure as part of the process, not something to avoid. Every mistake is like tuition for the school of wealth. You either pay in fear or learn and grow. If you want financial freedom, feed your mind before you feed your bills. Study, invest, and keep learning, because growth always comes before wealth. The rich aren't just lucky. They're learners who think bigger, dream longer, and act smarter. So let's recap. The middle class trades time for money. The rich build assets, focus on cash flow, and think long term. And the real wealth starts in how you think. Rich Dad, Poor Dad isn't just about money. It's about freedom. Freedom from fear, from debt, from working until you can't. If this opened your eyes, hit like, subscribe, and share this video. Help more people escape the financial trap. And I want to hear from you. Which of these lessons hit home the hardest? Drop your thoughts below, and let's talk about it. This is Ethan from Ethan's Money Library, building wealth, one book at a time. Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep your money working harder than you do.